Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Shards. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, which is $5 a month. So, on the last Let's Play, we learned how to do teleportation cancellation or spell cancellation. One of the two. It gave us a choice and I was like, well, I mean, it's a spell. We could use it for a reason. It's probably good to do that. Hopefully we won't regret it. But, yeah. And then we went to go eat food, and we did, and now we're going to do unspeakable things, at least as Tate says. So now we're going to reset our face and begin. Since today is Tuesday, Marina will have dinner with Oliver at that disgusting fish restaurant by the coast. So I'll sacrifice my dignity and step foot into that place for our sake. It seems a bit rude to interrupt like that. They must be about done anyway. How long can someone possibly have dinner for? Stay here. I'm gonna ask them about our rooms and get our keys. Be back in a minute. Wait, we're actually gonna get keys? Well, let's think. I guess in Therium's roots, that's when we do get our keys. I'm sorry, I had to clear my throat while thinking. If you're going to teleport, can't you just take me with you? I already used my teleportation a lot today. If I take you with me, I'd be drained. Understandable, then I'll wait for you. Hopefully, I won't end up sleeping on this bench. Gives me a final salute before the blue light makes him vanish. Still, cannot believe I forgot to ask him about my room. Good thing Tate is almost as airheaded as me. I'll now realize how much distance we've covered by running from the cafeteria, enough to the middle of this secluded park. It doesn't seem like a random location either. There's a single illuminated bench by the sidewalk, surrounded by the occasional wild daisy, though the grassy floor and flowers fill the bushes. The wild daisy. Untamed. This is quite nice, actually. I wouldn't mind sleeping here tonight. Well, I'm not sleeping in anything other than a soft bed. It's the least you can do for me. The least I can do for you? Am I in your debt or something I didn't know? What? But how could you ever deny me the basic need of soft sheets? I've been imprisoned for centuries. Do you have no heart? You are so dramatic. Besides, I was joking. I don't want to sleep with bugs swarming around. Phew. I take a seat on the bench and wait. The night sky is brighter than I expected. With no clouds in sight, it makes it easy for the stars and moons to demonstrate their full potential. What's up with people and be like, yes, there's multiple moons, but not like something where it's like they're far off in the distance and, you know, not near each other, but yeah, they're really close up and next to each other. I mean, I guess it looks great. Are you afraid of the dark? That would be such a creepy thing to say if you didn't have that squeaky little baby voice. I told you already, this is how your mind imagines it. It's not my fault. Damn, I can't have a normal conversation with you, can I? You know, it would be very interesting if somebody set up a thing where, like, the application detects who's talking, like scribbles or a thing, and then it changes the reader's voice without them having to do anything. So then you would talk like this. Well, I just talk like this. Did we ever? I'll be in the back of your mind for a while. Good luck being alone with your thoughts. Your stupid, meaningless thoughts. Scribble's right. My mind can create some scary things on its own, and some stupid ones too. Thankfully, I won't have to overthink too much, as the bright light appears in front of me again. I'm back. What would happen if I stepped into that light while I was teleporting back? Would it be some weird Cronenberg stuff? The cat says, bowing profoundly to the spotted feline in front of him, who had been waiting for his return with held breath. Thou art the most wondrous poet and gleeker. I knoweth Yowd, but what news doth thou bringeth from Lady Mira? Wouldst thou be hest so kind as to shareth thy information with me, O Leaf Tate? Huh? And here I thought I was one of the... and here I thought those guys from earlier were nerds. I also hate the fact that I understood you. Was Mira busy? I really hope we didn't mess up their night. She was a little tipsy, flirting with the waiter, but I doubt I ruined anything. I have to go find her now. Here's the tea. First up, we were placed in the same building. Aw, that's awesome. Unfortunately, we're on different floors and wings. We'll still be pretty far away from each other. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Mira specified we don't get to change rooms if either of our neighbors mysteriously disappear. I wasn't thinking that. Shh, it's okay. I'm not judging you. I was thinking about it as well. Here's your lunch and dinner card. With this, you won't have to pay for meals, except breakfast, for some reason. Shoo, we didn't pay for dinner tonight, did we? Don't worry about it. Aiden acts like a bitch sometimes, but he often pays for our meals. And Dallin does it without hesitation. Is it okay to take advantage of them like that? Hey, they're rich. How is Aiden rich? Do you even know how much these leaders and vice leaders are being paid? I assume a lot? A lot. So no, I decided not to feel bad about it. I agree with him. Eat the rich, or make them buy you something to eat. Yeah, do that. And here is your keycard, room 72. Mine is 123. Sweet. Shall we go check them out? Of course, but aren't you missing anything? Missing? Perhaps something personal and important people usually bring up on trips. I don't think... Wait. Damn it. My luggage. Is it still inside the academy? I gotta go get it. What happened to our luggage anyways? I mean, I guess we kind of... I forgot about it since, we ran right past everything. Don't bother. The meeting room where... don't bother. The meeting room where you left it is closed. But worry not, thou fairest maiden. I shall bringeth it to thee. How I do? Did I sound all old and fancy? Or how'd I do? It was pretty good, although you'd want to replace shall with shalt for the best effect. Sorry, I can't actually pretend to care anymore. I'll just teleport in the meeting room and get her back sometime later. Now, let's get a move on. Hop on. Hop is only becoming my favorite word. Slowly becoming my favorite word. I will not say no to another broom ride. We soar up, just enough to pass the rooftops of some nearby houses from the residential area. Once past the dorm buildings were easy to spot. All of them were relatively close to one another, divided by either a very tall trees or the occasional narrow street. Let's see, bricks, number 3, vines, number... there it is. We land in front of a 6-story building made of diamond-patterned bricks with reddish hue. The wall of greenery, practically covering 2 of the sides with various plants and vines, also trying to make their way up the front wall. It's all I managed to observe along the big number 3 on the front door before Tate flings it open and drags me inside. The interior is very well furnished, considering it's a common room where everyone comes and goes as they please. There are bookshelves filled with, you guessed it, magical items. Oh, and some books too, here and there. Tall pillars hold the spiral staircase from being rushed to climb, and numerous paintings decorate the walls, besides the crystal-powered lamps. We get to the 3rd floor. Tate finally slows down, but he still buzzes with excitement. We stop in front of a door. 72. Here we are, and this one's yours. Let's see how lucky you got. Weren't all the dorm rooms the same? I fish out the cards Tate gave me and try to figure out how to use it. Not even close. You see Dallin's room, or Aiden's. Those guys have a mansion inside a building. Marina's is legit just a penthouse. Kind of comes with the position. Then, as unimportant first years with no achievements, we should be thankful to we at least don't have roommates, huh? I wouldn't mind having a particular someone as a roommate. My mind is a little too focused on how the hell this keycard works to respond to Tate's bold statement. It's new. You gotta peel off the protective seal. Yeah, he's right. This thin layer of plastic comes off after a short inspection. A regular key would have been less trouble. I'm pretty sure magic easily beats a regular key mechanism. You might be right. Wouldn't want unexpected guests in the middle of the night. You push open the door and try to find the light switch, just to find there is no light bulb. Wow. Tate ducks under my arm to get a good look inside. Not bad. Oh, and look, there's a door there. Maybe there's some more rooms. You're a special little guy after all. He invites himself in, spinning around while walking towards the other door, trying to see anything he can or everything. The room reminded me of my old bedroom, except that it was slightly bigger with a nicer window, but smaller bed. I follow the curious cat as he opens the second door. Annoyance can be seen on his face as the plain bathroom comes into view, but this is fantastic news to me. I have no need for more space than one bedroom, and my own bathroom is a big win. The lights work fine, but it looks like the shower is missing the shower head. I'm gonna need to bring up these missing objects to someone in charge. Hey, at least I don't have to pay to stay here. Tate's ears suddenly perk up. I gotta go. What was that? Sorry, I can't stay anymore. Nice dorm room. You're gonna have to come see me sometime, but I seriously need to go. See you in the morning. Sleep tight. Before I can protest, he's gone. Wow, this bathroom really bummed him out. Yeah, pretty sure that's not the reason. He's just a weird one. There are a lot of maybes and what-ifs to be thrown around when it comes to Tate, so I don't bother. He said he'll tell me everything soon, and I trust him. I feel that too, you. I'm super tired. Today was way too socially tiring. I feel that. Aren't you going to shower? I would, but all these spare clothes are in my luggage. Actually, it's pretty warm here. I'll just sleep naked, and hopefully Tate comes back with my stuff in the morning. It would have been pretty nice if you had a phone so I could text him about it. I take off my tie and unbutton my shirt, feeling the fur on my chest along the way. Rough, coarse, dusty. Who am I kidding. I'm feeling older and sticky. I decide not to be a filthy little guy. Today, I hop in the shower, headless as it is. At least the water's hot, even if it feels like I'm being hosed down. Bathroom appliances are included too, even if they're not my favorite brands. As far as I am, here, under the hot water, I can't help but think about Tate. My new feline friend that loves to tease, because he probably has a hunch about how that body of his makes you feel. Athletic, lithe body, with a belly always exposed. He knows what he's doing. And it's working better than he thinks. My imagination goes a little wild, explicit images of him and I flashing on and off. At first, he's bouncing up and down while I relax on my back, his hands intertwined with mine. Ooh woo. Then he's holding my chin up, making me look him in the eyes, as he's wooing with a smirk. Now, he's clenching the bed sheets, eyes rolled back, while my whole weight stands atop of him. The whole 13 pounds of skin and bone. I hope these things can at least come close to reality in the future, no matter how long that might take. Needless to say, this ooh of mine did not last long with the vivid images popping in. With a sigh of satisfaction, I step out of the shower. Down the drain goes the only evidence of the lewd thoughts I had. Oh, then probably a horse guy's watching you. Who knows? I drag my legs to the bed, after quickly drying, and flop onto it, ready to dream. Just like that. Legs spread out, ass out, no covers. Suit yourself. Maybe I'll experience my first cold in ever. It could be fun. Different dream. Huh. What is this? I don't think I've seen this part of your brain before. Hey. Hey, mortal. Suppose he's still asleep. Oh, could this be? He's dreaming? Oh, what's that? What is that other thing? Is that a person? It is pretty interesting, or this is. Snow. The silence is a bit suffocating, not gonna lie. All of these new images would usually be narrated by you, but since your mind is constructing the stream, it's a little busy at the moment. Might as well try and do it in your place. Maybe it's fun. Why else would you be doing it all day long? The secret is to say every word with the confidence of a god, even if you have no idea what it's happening. Aww. We find ourselves in the middle of a winter night. The town's road being covered by about a foot worth of snow. The wind blowing hard enough to mimic a snowstorm by lifting the upmost layer of snowflakes, carried around with intense, irregular movements. Is this supposed to be Tate? I'm assuming the scenery is here, because you decided to sleep without a blanket like a fucking moron, and now you feel cold as hell. A shot of a foot, dramatically stepped in the snow, is presented by its frame. The foot belongs to a small, cloaked figure, which struggles to move through the thick, white blanket, ready to pass out at any moment. The wind is strong enough to not only take the coat away flying at the first opportunity, but their whole body with it, toying with them like a puppet. A sad, dramatic scenery. Then... Huh? What's happening? What? That's it? What kind of fucking dream is that? That made no sense. Who dreams of only the beginning of the story? I mean, if someone's woken up by, tornado sirens, then maybe someone is, like moi. I'm disappointed to say the least. And what's with this knocking? I wake up to the sound of knocking in the middle of the night. Oh, you're up. I slowly open my eyes to regain my senses. A cold feeling surges through me. The chilled sheets don't help much. I'm pressed against my stomach, face, thighs, and dick. Right, I'm naked. The knocking becomes faster and louder, signaling impatience. Who in the hell is coming from the window? Aren't I on the third floor? The sleep rubs away, replaced by the confusion and curiosity. The figure stands, floats outside my window. Tate! Wait. His eyes are fixed on my uncovered butt, sprawled on the bed. Thankfully, the parts that really matter are all covered up by my tail. Still, that doesn't stop me from panicking, reaching for a blanket, instantly becoming a cocoon of shame. I'm teleporting inside! The next second, the purple cat is on the foot of my bed, smiling widely. I'm not sure if I should be happy to see him, mad that he woke me up, or outright terrified by his presence here, so I stay quiet, staring with a judging expression. I brought you your luggage. Thanks? Could that have not waited until morning? What time is it? It's get out of bed and come with me right now, clock. I would argue, or at least ask more questions, but I doubt I'll end up going back to sleep in any case. Damn it. Fine, let me get dressed. Hurry up. Well? Turn around! Or go to the other room. I already saw everything there is to see from the window. You don't have to be shy. I'm not changing in front of you. Can't watch a good show nowadays without being shunned. He walks into the bathroom and closes the door. I pick some clothes from my luggage and get started. I have multiple pairs of the same jeans, shirt and tie, because why would I change perfection? Except this time, I put on nicer underwear, just in case. I admit you have a surprisingly high chance of getting laid. You think so? Absolutely. Most of these people are hornier than me. And I'm a lust demon. Are you done yet? You have like 4 things to put on. It can't be that complicated unless... You're hinting that you need my help to get dressed? Well, if you insist. He bursts through the door, face dropping when he sees me pinning the last shirt button. A little late. Too bad. At least we can go now. Get on. We don't have time. Goodbye, sweet bed. My new weird and hot friend needs me. The crisp, early autumn air hits my fur harder than usual, getting through my skin. For the first time, Tate picked up the speed without much regard for my comfort, which isn't too bad since I'm already used to flying, at least for a bit. We're sure in a rush tonight, huh? Yep. Is there any point to me asking why? It's if you want to break the awkward silence. Well, will I even have a response? No. You have to see when you get there. It's a surprise. Is it a good surprise or a murder surprise? Told you! I would never murder you. You're too cute. You get away with that, this time, on behalf of the compliment. You state one statement from him, and the cold air no longer bothers me. In fact, one more, and my blood will start boiling. You make your way towards the deep part of the forest. The occasional clearings are the only reference points I can find. Tate lands on a narrow path between trees and bushes. It grabs my hand and guides me hastily through the undergrowth. 14 werewolf time? Mind you, it's in the middle of the goddamn night. Tate, if I hit a spider web, or some small creature falls on me, be sure I will burn this forest to the ground with you in it. Relax, Cinderella. It's bright enough to see where you're going. Plus, it'll all be worth it. I highly doubt it. After some time, when we come face to face with a wall of vines, which Tate, like always, burst through, carrying me with him. We're now standing in a bright blue clearing, painted by the moonlight and accentuated by white daisies growing all over. A large tent-like structure stands between some lone trees. It looks like an amalgamation between multiple, smaller tents and other materials. Do you like my manhole? You made it? Also, never call it that again. Why? I thought Hole Guy would love my manhole. Hoo. Uh-huh. Yes, I made it from scratch. My hideaway in the middle of a forest. And it's not without purpose. Come, I'll show you something. Oh, it's his tent. I enter the strange tent. We enter the strange tent, bright, warm lights coming alive as Tate sets a foot inside. It is even more spacious on the inside. It was taking a while to make all this. Actually, I got a bit of help from Therium. His sum and Nightfallen were a big help in cleaning this place of debris and cutting some trees for me. Okay, that's kind of sus. You know? Because he hates Dallin. He hates Alvi. I'm not sure what he feels about Aiden, but Tate? Interesting. He didn't seem like the type to go explore the forest with no reason, but maybe I'm wrong. We met him for like a very small amount of time, dude. Shh. Now look. He just agreed to be quiet, as we both make our way to the bed, where a pile of blankets and old clothes stood undisturbed. He needs you to do his laundry. That's why you're here. Better than your murder theory. Tate slowly takes off the fabrics one by one, revealing hay straws underneath, on top of which a large pattern egg. Holy cow, that is a big egg. Is it real? Uh-huh. I can feel it moving inside sometimes. What animal makes eggs that large? I did some research. He reaches into a wooden cabinet made of sturdy sticks, where a stash of books were neatly stacked. He opens up a bird encyclopedia that has multiple marked pages. First, I was thinking simple, like an ostrich perhaps. Those are pretty big, but not big enough, and not the right shape or color. Then, I thought it might be a rock. A rock would be alarming, considering they can easily prey on people when they're adults. Yeah, those don't appear around here, and even if they did, again, the eggs don't match. So, none of these were right. I thought it might be a special case, like an egg-laying mammal or something. What is a platypus anyways? Yeah, I guess it is a mammal. Could could be, yeah. But this other book says only like 3 species of egg-laying mammals, and they're all small. So I was a bit stuck here. Oh no. Until I found my answer. Is it dragon? Could it be? He takes out a large red book, flips through the pages to a specific place, then quickly flips it around to show me. A dragon! A dragon? How are you sure? And how are you so sure, Scribbles? The emanates it emanates a lot of magic for a simple egg. The shell color matches the description of ancient dragon eggs, and the size as well. Because I had a dream about it. Sure, or that. That makes more sense than what I just said. But that's impossible. Dragons don't exist anymore. Well, I never found its mother. Perhaps she was the last dragon, then had to abandon her baby in the woods? I don't know hows and whys find a way to be a problem anyways. Scribbles, what's your opinion? Honestly, I have no idea. I've never met a dragon personally. Demons always stood out of dragons' ways, since they're not to be messed with. And how did this egg get here? Once again, no clue. But wait, did it say that dragons no longer existed? I thought he was a dragon, but hmm. Because like, wasn't Therium's thing about dragons? I'm so glad I started to share my body with an ancient demon. He is so useful and helpful. Shove that sarcasm up your ass. Well, maybe you don't know much about an egg, but can you answer this one question for me? What's that? Why at 2 in the morning? Oh, right, I forgot to explain. It's because I wanted you to be here since it's hatching. What? Like, right now? Not this very moment, but the baby's stirring way more than usual. I have a feeling that'll happen tonight. Looking at the egg, I notice it's shaking ever so often. Ever so often? Barely noticeable. You're right, so we just wait until it hatches? I think that's a good time to cut it here, because, it could be a short thing, or it could be an entire thing next time. Ooh, ooh. So, that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. So comment, guys, like, comments, tell me you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and share the videos to help it grow. And please remember to ban your animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io, but if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, then you can go to Patreon, where it's $5 a month. I think that's, how it is. And until next time, another Let's Play, me, GamerWolfSix of Shards. So thanks and see ya.